doing tonight? That's good, that's good. How many of you may have heard the Buzz radio station around, I don't know, 9:30, 9-ish yesterday?
Yes.
Okay, well I was featured on there advertising this program right here. So, for those of you who heard it, I'm grateful. Alright, now, back to this program. The Grinch is a real jerk, man. I think we're all starting to figure that out. Why did it take us so long? But when you think about it, the concept of Santa Claus isn't any better. You got a guy who's sliding down a chimney, and he doesn't think that there's a fire at the bottom. Or hot coals. So he'd be sliding down that chimney, like, I'm magical. Then just like realizing, you know, he gets a slap in the face from God. No, you're not. Heat penetrates skin rather well. Alright, well, I am legally blind, and that doesn't mean the same thing as blind. It means I can see a little, but not enough to drive. I recently turned 16, age when you're supposed to get your license. That didn't happen for me. And so my friend tried to bring some solutions to this problem. One of them involved tying my dog up to the front of the car and just having her trying to tell me where to go. So, you know, I'd be driving, and the dog would be like, you know, kind of sounding like Scooby-Doo a little bit. I can't do a Scooby-Doo voice. But the only problem with that is then I'd have the police on my tail. The police would be shooting their guns, and I would also have PETA on my tail. Kind of a weird, you know, I didn't mean for that pun right there, but yeah, I'd have PETA right there. So, you know, it would be police shooting their guns, PETA waving their purses, because, let's face it, it's only women in PETA. If a guy's in PETA, he's just trying to get a woman. The same with vegetarianism. Yeah, I did. Alright, well, being legally blind makes it difficult to play sports. Okay, we play volleyball in PE. That's real fun for me. You know, I'm at one end of the court, and I am trying to listen for the ball to be served. Now, my only perception of the ball being served is when it's actually being hit. After that, I have no perception to where it is whatsoever. So I'll just be like listening for the serving, and after that serving, you know, I'm just trying to look around. What? Nope, that's a leaf. Where'd it go? Then I just hear that boom, that big crash right there, right next to me, 5 feet in front of me. So I just like flip out. Christ. And worst part about that is I do that in front of the hottest girl in the grade, so then I gotta try and cover that over. So I'm like, well, I was trying to protect you. You see, the Russian, they got pissed off at the United States Virgin Islands now, so then they decided to drop a bomb, and it just so happened to be the size of a volleyball and the same color. So, of course that never works. So I try and do a different tactic. I'll be like, PE teacher, there's a hate crime on U.S. soil. The Russians dropped a bomb. Okay, so you're telling me that there was no hate crime, and the bomb was not dropped. Okay, well that is, so you're telling me that I overreacted? So what should I have to say to you? Well, perhaps maybe you should have put a visually impaired kid in the front line. You would make a great military officer. Not a good idea. Oh yeah, just for a record with military, never take a death threat from a visually impaired kid legally. I mean, not legally, like seriously. You know, I don't know, so some legally blind kid comes up to you, I will shoot you. Yeah, but no better than a crip. So sometimes art forms get a bit difficult. I try and do drawing, and I tried to draw a cat. People thought it was a missile. They misread my message of cats first and thought it stood for U.S. military policy. We bomb you first and apologize later. Can't groan at that, that's in the history books. Blame the teachers if you want to. We can go back to the South. So, another art form that's difficult for me is dancing. Not just like clubbing and stuff, but like honest choreographed stuff. We had to do Michael Jackson, Someone's Watching Me, for a fall festival in school. And there's one part where we're all supposed to look in one direction and squat down. You know, we're all supposed to look to the right. I was the only zombie looking to the left. I'm just like, why is everybody watching me? I'm all positive this isn't right. Then I finally catch on, oh, I'm supposed to look to the right. So I kind of look like a autistic zombie, which really isn't saying much because zombies don't really have much of a brain in the first place. So, another last art form that won't work so well is pop music, pretty much. Because what's live pop music about? Shout it out. Shout it out for those who know. Come on. What, do I have a non-responsive crowd? Come on, someone shout out. I don't really care. Shout out. Yeah, it's about going to a club, seeing a girl, you know, getting drinks, stuff like that. You know, that wouldn't work so well. Because for one, my friends would probably lie to me. You know, you see that hot chick over there, Zane? Yeah, you should go for it. I'm just like, okay, fine, I believe you. You've never been wrong to me before. I go up to her and she's like, ugly as crap. That wouldn't be fun. A lot of times my friends forget I can't see so well. And the biggest example of this, it was a couple months ago, my friends wanted to take me to a girls' volleyball game to supposedly support the school. Yeah, that support the school went well. I think you're more or less supporting the fact that he has hormones. So, I know why they went. I don't know why I went. Apparently, I went to complain about not seeing girls in short shorts. Yeah. The second biggest example of my friends forgetting I can't see so well is when I was going to go spearfishing with my friend Kevin. Oh, no. Now me going spearfishing, I would have a murder on my conscience. It wouldn't be a pleasant afternoon like it's supposed to be. I'd be down there looking for fish. Oh, found one. Kevin, are you okay? You haven't been moving for the past couple of minutes. You got something kind of sticking on your back. Oh, okay. Good thing murders are easy to get away with down here. I used to go to a camp in the blind in New Jersey called Camp Marcella. And the ironic part about that camp is in the game room they had games like ping pong, pool, shuffleboard, things that you need vision for. And it was just kind of funny because we lost probably a whole factory worth of balls and the ping pong table. You know, I don't know, you're supposed to, like, ping pong's supposed to be a fast game. You know, like, we turned it into an hour-long episode of, like, the most boring show you could ever think of. I swear, most of my playtime there was taken up by trying to find where the ball went. At that camp, I got the brilliant idea to play hide-and-go-seeks with my friends. Guess who was the seeker? One of my friends is an albino. I couldn't find him on top of a brown cubby. So now I recently got a seeing eye dog. I outgrew that camp. I got my seeing eye dog. Now, there's some things they don't tell you when you get your seeing eye dog. The first thing is you're not going to get it at first if you're a new person having seeing eye dogs. They first give you the leash. Well, that's all well and good, but where's the golden retriever that's supposed to be on the end of it? So, I got my seeing eye dog, and my biggest problem was they expect you to have the leash everywhere because it's supposed to represent your dog. I keep on forgetting because, like, it's just a piece of leather that you're supposed to remember. And they used to take us on these awful things called Juno walks. Essentially, you guys know what this is, possibly? Possibly not?
Yes.
Yeah, the harness. And essentially what they do, they give you the harness, the leash, they'd have a trainer at the end of it, and they'd walk you down downtown Columbus, Ohio. Now, one thing many people don't know about Columbus, Ohio, it's in the middle of the hood. So you're walking past like Bloods and Crips. You have this like caricature. You know, you're walking like, yeah. And you're supposed to pretend like you don't notice that everyone's kind of looking at you. You know, and they actually have a trainer at the end of this leading you down the road, so it's a very comical sight to see. I got a nickname there. My nickname was Wonder Kid. Since I was one of the people there with limited vision, my special power was to unjam traffic jams in the hallway. I was quite not very good at that. Just like, you go over here, you go here, you go over here. So once I got to design an obstacle course there, that was a lot of fun. I designed it very difficult, and this one woman went and she went on the course. She came back. She's like, "Where's Wonder Kid?" At that time, it's best to be quiet. What? She's blind. She's not gonna find me. Just be quiet. What? It's the truth. Come on, laugh at it. All right. Well, thank you for coming out, everybody. I really enjoyed it. I just want to start a little out tonight.
Zane Bernie, everybody! Zane Bernie! Zane Bernie! There's another kid. A name like Zane Bernie. He's already got a comedy name. That's great. Very, very funny. So,